For our last lesson of Unit 3, we're going to review some things that y'all covered in 6th grade, starting with potential and kinetic energy. So, looking at the two, some similarities, they're both types of energy, and they can transform into other types of energy. Potential energy is stored energy. The object is not moving. Potential energy increases based on position, so based on the height. So the higher an object is, the more potential energy it has. For example, here we have a cup sitting on the table. So it is stored energy. It is not moving. So it has potential energy. Think about if this cup was sitting on a ladder. A ladder is higher than this table. So if the cup was on a ladder, it would have more potential energy. For kinetic energy, this is the energy of motion. This increases based on motion and mass. So the greater the speed, the more kinetic energy. Same thing for mass. So looking at that same example, let's say the cup falls off the table. So it's no longer just sitting there. It is in motion. So that potential energy transforms or changes into kinetic energy. Another example would be riding a bike down a hill. And if we look at this image, we see the bike at the top of the hill. And we know since this hill has more height compared to this one, at this point, it has greater potential energy. And if you think about riding a bike down a hill, we know if you go down this hill, you would have more kinetic energy because you would be moving faster. When an object has more potential energy, it has less kinetic energy. And when an object has more kinetic energy, it has less potential energy. So when it's at this top point, it's at the greatest potential and the lowest kinetic. But once it starts moving down the hill, it switches. It transforms. The potential transforms into kinetic. Again, this was something you learned in 6th grade. So this was just a little review. Next, we're going to review energy transformations. Again, something you should have learned in 6th grade. Most energy on Earth comes from the sun, and energy cannot be created or destroyed. So that's the law of conservation of energy. And that's where those energy transformations come in. Energy transformations are a change in energy from one form to another. There are many different forms of energy, and all objects contain energy. The way to remember the different types of energy transformation is this little saying, Mr. Sense. So the M stands for mechanical energy, which is the energy of motion and position. So you see the examples here. Think of a fan. Those blades are moving. If you're hammering in a nail, jumping on the trampoline. The R stands for radiant. Radiant energy travels in waves, and it's called light energy. Again, the examples, the fire's giving off light, the light bulb, the TV, the sun. The C stands for chemical energy. Atoms have bonds, and they have stored energy. When that is released, there's chemical reactions. Again, you see some examples here. E is our electrical energy. When an electric current is being carried, you can see those examples here. N for nuclear energy, energy that is stored and released in the nucleus of atoms. Again, you can see the examples. T is thermal energy. It's sometimes called heat energy, and that heat is created from the movement of molecules. We see the microwave, the oven, the little space heater. And then last, the S stands for sound energy, and it's energy that we can hear, and it's made from those vibrations of matter. So you see the little AirPods when you're listening to TikToks, a drum, a whistle. If you're at practice, Coach G probably blows his whistle a lot. But again, this is just another review from 6th grade.